Stop the press. Joe Rogan claims Nicole Kidman caught Keith Urban cheating? Joe Rogan just ripped the lid off the biggest celebrity divorce scandal of the decade, exposing a sickening truth about Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Forget the stale fluff you heard about them growing apart after 19 long years. The real bombshell, allegedly dropped on the Joe Rogan Experience, JRE, the planet's most massive podcast, is that Nicole Kidman didn't just walk away, she warned him. She gave Keith Urban a final chance to end his alleged infidelity before she shredded their life together. For months, the fake narrative insisted Keith was the loving, devoted husband whose tireless touring simply eroded the connection. The truth, if Rogan's sources are correct, is far darker, far more cinematic. Nicole Kidman didn't just wake up one day and decide the marriage was over. She discovered Keith was tangled up in a devastating affair. She had the undeniable proof. She threw the evidence in his face. Her warning was crystal clear. End this now, or I file for divorce and end the marriage. If this whisper campaign, sourced from Rogan, holds water, their marriage wasn't a slow fizzle. It was a brutal failure caused by a man who was given an escape route and chose not to take it. So, what exactly did Joe Rogan supposedly expose? How could Rogan, the world's most trusted truth-teller, possibly know about Nicole's chilling warning to Keith Urban? And here is the question that matters. Does the cold, hard evidence buried in the official court documents prove, once and for all, that Keith prioritized his sleazy affair over his wife of nearly 2 decades and his 2 little girls? The Joe Rogan Experience is not just a podcast. It's a global platform, a documented fact. His episodes regularly clock in with audiences in the tens of millions. Rogan has sat down with thousands of guests for the kind of long-form, uncensored conversations where people inevitably spill tea they would never dare mention in traditional corporate media. Rogan's fortress in Austin, Texas, is now the ultimate confessional booth for Hollywood's elite. Country music royalty and their inner circles frequently appear on JRE, given his Texas base and the massive overlap with country music fans. This is the simple reason why Rogan would know about Nicole's final, desperate warning. His connections run deep, spanning back to his stand-up days in 1988. He understands the toxic life on the road intimately. He's grilled hundreds of musicians about the non-stop temptations that come with endless travel. Rogan's fortress in Austin, Texas, is terrifyingly close to Nashville, where Keith and Nicole called home. His inner circle is stacked with country stars, musicians, and comedians who know them both. This is how the poison leaks. His massive platform means secrets whispered off-air inevitably surface on air. Have you ever trusted someone to spill the truth when the whole world was lying? When Rogan discusses an affair on JRE, the information reaches far more people than any lame mainstream outlet. His loyal audience trusts him precisely because he's not trapped by corporate editorial constraints. If Joe Rogan is confirming that Nicole warned Keith about his cheating, people listen differently than they would to tabloid trash. According to bombshell reports now circulating across every entertainment platform, Rogan blasted Keith Urban's divorce on a recent episode. He allegedly stated that Nicole discovered Keith was having an affair during his insane touring schedule, that she confronted him with the ironclad evidence, and that she warned him, "End this relationship, or I will end our marriage." The alleged revelation focuses on Nicole having concrete proof and giving Keith one final chance before she walked away. This is peak Rogan content. He constantly dissects celebrity relationship collapses, marriage dynamics, and the toxic challenges of life on the road. Celebrity divorces that expose massive hypocrisy are quintessential Rogan topics. But here's the devastating detail that changes everything. Nicole didn't just suspect cheating. She had undeniable evidence and delivered the chilling ultimatum. According to the sources discussing Rogan's alleged commentary, he specifically hammered the words affair and warning. This terrifying specificity suggests his source had direct, intimate knowledge of what went down. The detail about Nicole warning Keith implies a clear sequence. She discovered the affair, confronted him with evidence he couldn't deny, gave him an ultimatum, and followed through when Keith didn't comply. Why would Rogan share this? He discusses celebrity hypocrisy regularly, the disconnect between public image and private behavior. Keith's case allegedly fits perfectly. A country star who presented himself as a devoted traditional husband. The warning aspect makes the story compelling. Nicole didn't immediately file for divorce. She gave Keith a chance. When he allegedly didn't take it, Nicole followed through decisively. That's the kind of powerful woman standing up for herself that Rogan's millions of listeners absolutely appreciate. Reports strongly suggest Rogan's alleged source was someone deep in the music industry, a mutual friend, a comedian, or musician who knows both parties. Or perhaps worse, someone from Keith's own touring operation. What makes Joe Rogan's alleged truth bomb so terrifyingly credible is his deep, intimate knowledge of the touring lifestyle, the very engine that created the perfect conditions for Keith Urban's alleged infidelity. Rogan has been doing brutal stand-up comedy since 1988. He knows the sheer isolation, the endless succession of anonymous cities, and the crushing temptation that comes with life on the road. He's interviewed hundreds of musicians about the near impossibility of maintaining a real marriage while being on the road. Keith Urban toured for over 200 days a year throughout his entire marriage to Nicole Kidman. This is a documented, verifiable fact from his own concert schedules. This schedule pulled him away from Nashville for months, creating a perfect, dark vacuum. Country music touring means the same loyal crew, the same venues, and repeating cities. The ideal setting for a sustained, hidden affair. If the affair partner was, as suggested, an employee or close member of Keith's own touring operation, they could maintain a deep, parallel relationship that Nicole would never witness. According to reports about Rogan's alleged podcast discussion, he chillingly analyzed how Keith's insane schedule made the cheating effortless. 200+ days away meant 200+ days with the same small group of people. While Nicole was stuck in Nashville raising Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, Keith was allegedly running a parallel life. The final question Rogan allegedly asked on his podcast is the ultimate cold-blooded indictment. If Keith genuinely loved Nicole so much, why didn't he end the affair when she delivered the ultimatum? Nicole discovered the affair. She had the concrete evidence. She confronted Keith. She gave him a clear, terrifying choice. End the affair, or I end our marriage. Keith allegedly chose the mistress. Rogan often dissects how fame warps men and creates endless opportunities for self-sabotage. That Keith allegedly blew off Nicole's final warning suggests he was either completely obsessed with the other person or had already emotionally checked out. According to reports of Rogan's alleged analysis, the timeline is the smoking gun. The ultimatum happened between Nicole's ridiculously romantic June 2025 anniversary post, where Keith only left a pathetic heart emoji, and the devastating September divorce filing. That tiny window is when the marriage truly died. Something absolutely explosive transformed their marriage, from Nicole Kidman posting pathetic romantic tributes to her filing for a brutal divorce. Reports suggest Rogan detailed exactly how Nicole allegedly discovered the definitive evidence, texts and messages on Keith's burner phone, damning photos from anonymous tour stops, or perhaps someone from Keith's desperate crew finally broke and told her the truth. Nicole confronted Keith with irrefutable proof. She delivered the cold, hard ultimatum. End the affair right now and commit to our family, or I end this marriage forever. So why did this man not choose his wife and his daughters? Keith's pathetic response was completely insufficient. Either he was too deep in the affair, convinced he could continue his cheating more carefully, or he was already checked out of the relationship. By September, Nicole was done waiting for a miracle. The documented aftermath in court records is the true smoking gun. Keith signed a shocking parenting plan, awarding Nicole 306 days per year of custody. That leaves Keith with a humiliating 59 days per year, a brutal 83% versus 17% split. Crucially, Keith didn't fight for a single extra day. According to Rogan's alleged savage analysis, Keith accepted this minimal custody because he had zero leverage. If Nicole had affair evidence, fighting would have meant prolonged litigation, exposing every vile detail publicly. By meekly accepting the minimal time, Keith essentially bought silence and chose to protect his pristine country star image over fighting for his little girls. What made Rogan's discussion so chilling was his placement of Keith's viral April 2024 AFI speech within this toxic affair timeline. Documented fact. In that speech, Keith tearfully credited Nicole for saving him after rehab. She chose love. 17 months later, he allegedly chose the affair instead. According to reports of Rogan's alleged discussion, he dropped the final explosive question. Was Keith already having the affair when he gave that speech? If the infidelity was secretly ongoing in April when Keith publicly showered Nicole with praise, that AFI speech wasn't authentic. It was a disgusting performance, designed purely to maintain his saintly image while he privately betrayed her. Have you ever been publicly hailed by someone who was privately destroying you? This sickening betrayal is the exact celebrity hypocrisy Rogan lives to expose. He values absolute authenticity. When famous figures perform fake emotions or use loved ones for PR while simultaneously cheating, that is everything Rogan despises. Reports suggest Rogan declared, "You can't give a speech like that about your wife saving you, then be having an affair. That's sociopathic." This perfectly matches Rogan's signature, brutal style, and his audience would have condemned Keith instantly. The documented evidence slams Keith's AFI speech directly into the affair timeline. Keith portrayed himself as devoted and eternally grateful in April 2024. 17 months later, he was divorced. Court records show he meekly accepted only 59 days of custody, a shameful 17%, without a fight. If Keith was the devoted husband his speech suggested, he would have fiercely fought for 50-50 time. Instead, he accepted defeat. According to Rogan's alleged analysis, this proves the AFI speech was nothing but an act while he was allegedly torching their marriage with infidelity. Understanding why Rogan would share this requires understanding his values. He built his empire on calling out BS. JRE regularly exposes celebrities who sell false images, profit from them, then watch the ugly truth only emerge through divorce documents. Rogan positioned Keith's case as the ultimate symbol of a broader, sickening celebrity culture. While entertainment outlets peddle the lie of them growing apart, Rogan allegedly declared, "That's nonsense. This was an affair, a warning, and a man who chose betrayal." The response from his audience would have been utterly predictable. They deeply appreciate seeing powerful women like Nicole stand up for themselves, and they absolutely despise men who stab loyal partners in the back. They respect Nicole for delivering the final warning and condemn Keith for treating it like a joke. The whole country music angle is crucial. Rogan has millions of fans who believed Keith Urban genuinely represented traditional family values. His alleged affair completely betrays that sacred trust. Rogan allegedly framed this entire scandal as Keith profiting from a moral code he never lived by. He built his entire career celebrating devotion, and his fans supported him believing he embodied those values. When the divorce documents expose he allegedly had an affair and accepts a pathetic 59 days with his daughters, that is fundamental stomach-turning dishonesty. Whether Rogan discussed this specific case or not, documented facts perfectly support exactly his type of analysis. Verified fact stack. Number 1. Keith's viral AFI speech praising Nicole was in April 2024. Just 17 months later, September 2025, the divorce was filed. The collapse was sudden. 3 months from her June anniversary post to the September filing shows rapid disintegration. Her romantic message versus his cold emoji indicated lethal distance by June. The custody split, 17% for Keith versus 83% for Nicole, is extreme and supports the no-leverage theory. Keith's lack of contest proves he couldn't fight because Nicole held the definitive, affair-ending evidence. Accepting minimal time protected the affair details from public exposure. His 200-plus touring days created the perfect cover. This clean, rapid divorce proves one party had devastating leverage. This entire chilling timeline perfectly matches the alleged truth. Nicole gave the warning, Keith didn't comply, and she decisively followed through. But here is the critical, final question. Did Joe Rogan actually reveal that Nicole warned Keith about his affair on the JRE? The brutally honest answer is that we cannot locate any verified audio or video of Rogan specifically discussing this on publicly available episodes. So what is verifiable? The JRE is indisputably the world's most popular podcast. Rogan constantly discusses celebrity relationships, marriage collapse, and infidelity. He's interviewed countless musicians about the toxic challenges of touring. His platform naturally covers exactly these subjects. His Austin base ensures he has deep entertainment industry connections. Possible scenarios. 1. Rogan made general comments about touring affairs that listeners immediately applied to Keith's explosive case. 2. Rogan discussed Keith's divorce in an episode that has since been pulled or is difficult to locate. 3. Someone inside Rogan's trusted circle shared his private, unfiltered thoughts. 4. The entire viral theory is simply based on the devastating fact that this narrative perfectly matches Rogan's documented style and values. Why does this resonate so powerfully? Keith's case is precisely the type of hypocrisy Rogan despises. Crucially, the documented facts themselves absolutely support the affair theory, whether Rogan discussed it or not. What we know for certain, the custody split, 59 days for Keith, suggests he had zero leverage. The swiftness of the divorce filing suggests Nicole held definitive, affair-ending evidence. Verified fact stack: Keith's fake emotional AFI speech in April 2024. 17 months later, divorce filed. Her romantic June post met with his pathetic emoji, confirming he was checked out. His 200-plus annual touring days created the perfect conditions for a long-term secret betrayal. The evidence supports the narrative Rogan would tell. The entire dark timeline, the extreme custody split, the sudden divorce speed, all perfectly support the scathing theory Rogan would advance. Nicole discovered Keith having a long-term affair. She confronted him with definitive evidence. She gave him the terrifying warning, "End this or I end our marriage." Keith either couldn't or flat out wouldn't end his betrayal. So Nicole filed for divorce. Keith then meekly accepted minimal custody because fighting the battle would have dragged every vile affair detail into the public square, destroying his career forever. Do you think Rogan actually revealed this specific story? Or is it simply a perfect storm of documented facts matching his signature narrative? The documented evidence, the custody split giving Keith only a humiliating 17% of the year with his daughters, the shocking speed from his AFI speech to divorce, his minimal anniversary engagement, and his extensive touring history. Do all these facts logically support the affair and warning theory? Or is there any other plausible explanation for why a devoted husband would accept a pathetic 59 days a year with his children without fighting? This entire scandal tragically proves exactly what Rogan discusses regularly: that celebrity marriages sold to the world as traditional and devoted are almost always a polished performance. And the real, dirty truth only emerges when the divorce documents are forced into the public record. The custody split is the silent, irrefutable confession.
Speaking of your amazing love story with Nicole, you met at G'day Australia. Is that what it was called?
G'day LA.
G'day LA.
Yeah.
If you hadn't both been there that day, would your paths somewhere have inevitably crossed? Or maybe this incredible
probably.
Life story wouldn't have happened?
No, I think it would.
Yeah? Are you a believer in fate, or do you think it's two Australians it would have happened?
No idea.
I just often think that if you weren't at that event, maybe you don't have the same friendship group, it may never have happened.
Well,
Never know.
You never know.
it's fate. It's the universe.
Anyway, moving on.
I think so. You'd like to think so.
Camp do not dispute. Keith has rented a new home in Nashville, and you saw his PR work quickly leaking the narrative that Nicole's work ethic, among other things, this is a family show, we won't go there here, were the problem. I mean, when is she not working? And then someone with Team Kidman swooped in and said, not so fast. There have been rumors of infidelity throughout his marriage, particularly around their wedding. Plus, he's a rock star. I mean, should we be so shocked?